All right, we've got a great opportunity this week for us to be able to, really concentrate on sending our senior class out on a positive note. That's very important to me. We've got 13 seniors, and a lot of them have really been great contributors to, a lot of success we've had here in the previous 3 years with, SEC championship, national championship, and 3 bowl wins. And it's very important because they're a huge part of that. And couldn't have done it without them. There's been some significant contributions from those guys, so it's very important for me and our coaching staff to be able to, on senior day, send those guys out, playing in their last game at Jordan-Hare, send those guys out with a win. So we started Sunday night practicing and really trying to focus on getting that done. So we'll continue that today, and again, that's our number one focus.
Coach, what kind of reception do you think they'll get from the fans, and what kind of reception should they get?
I think they should get an outstanding one, and I think that they deserve it. I think the work that they've put in for this university and the commitment that they've made to this university, and to be honest with you, again, I think that the success that they've had, in their 4 years here, with 3 bowl wins and national championship and an SEC championship, which they all significantly contributed to at some point in time or another, I think it would be, I would think it would be extremely fitting that they go out with the, with the way they should go out, and that is on a very positive note.
Because of the everything that the senior class has been through, on and off the field, it seems like, when they look back, and we talked to a couple of them earlier, when they look back, would the focus be on the national championship season or the disappointing end? Obviously, all that's got to come together somehow. And how do you think that's going to affect them when they leave this place and just everything they've been through?
I think they're going to be Auburn men, and I think they're going to understand that, everybody would love to be able to say that they cruised through their life, with relatively few valleys that you have to hit and very few storms that you have to endure and push through. But that's not real. And I think a case in point for these young guys is that they've seen some really, really highs, and they've experienced some lows, unfortunately. None of us want to do it. None of us want to go through it. But that's the way your life's going to unfold when they leave here. So they will draw on many great experiences from this place. They're going to draw on positive experiences and how they handle those. And they're going to draw on the negative experiences or the ones that they wish would be a little bit different. And they're going to draw on those too. So, hey, nobody wants to be where we are right now. There's no question about it. But certainly they don't. And so they'll be able to, through generations, and hopefully leave here being good husbands and fathers, and be able to tell this story of a lot of good and some adversity as well to their own children and their grandchildren. So again, my hat's off to those guys. They've endured a very tough year. And again, in your senior year, that's the last thing that you want to be able to do. But again, as men and Auburn men, they'll continue to love Auburn when they leave here. That I know. They'll continue to love Auburn. And they'll continue to, in their minds, make sure that Auburn always stays an important part of who they are and what they do.
Coach, do you think the fans have an appreciation for what these guys have gone through? Because so many people are, failing results, and they want results, and they haven't gotten the results, and they think maybe the guys have quit. Do you think the fans have a true appreciation of what these guys have gone through?
I think that fans are exactly what they are. They're fanatical, and I think that's a good thing. And I think that with some, and I don't think you can throw an umbrella over every fan, not just at Auburn, but anywhere, and say that this is the way they all are. I've got hundreds of emails from a lot of great fans that are very supportive and understand that, when you go through struggles, you continue on the path, and you don't deviate off the path in terms of being who you are and pressing through those things. And then you have the other fans that, again, are caught up in the winning and losing so much that, it's hard for them to see it that way. And you know what? Both of those are fair. Both of those are fair. It just depends on who you are. It depends on how you see things from a general perspective. And when you get into this business as a player or a coach, if that hurts your feelings and you can't handle that, then you shouldn't be a player or a coach, because that's what comes with the territory. It's very simple. In college football, in the NFL, in high school, it's very simple. Okay? It's all about winning or losing. And there's a lot of other things out there that, that really, really matter. But at the end of the day, most people, or a lot of people, see wins or losses. So if that's their opinion about these young men and what they feel like they've done or haven't done, it's what makes this country the best country in the world. Everybody's got an opinion, and they're entitled to it. But I know what we see every day, and I know the guys that I see on a daily basis. And again, I'm very proud of every one of our guys.
A couple weeks ago, you took an opportunity to have a young quarterback get his feet wet against New Mexico State. Against this Auburn A&M team, is this an opportunity to have just a more widespread evaluation, as you've spoken about, getting to see some of the younger guys play?
Well, I think that you see how games unfold. If you're talking about the quarterback position, again, I think that each week, regardless of who we were playing, unless everything was so exotic defensively that you really had to narrow everything down, you're looking at expanding what a young guy can do. He's still a true freshman. He's starting, now just a couple of games. So, his role, again, and what we do with him will be expanded. And all of the other guys that you hope have a chance to get in and play and get some experience and some playing time, it just depends on how the game unfolds.
What is your reaction to the final episode of Auburn Football Everyday show being canceled?
Don't really have a reaction to it. We appreciate everything they've done.
Were you involved in that decision at all?
No.